This is the only video you need to understand how and if your ceilings can work for aerial dance. Whether it's wood, concrete, or low ceilings, I have rigged in all of these places. And by the end of this video, you're going to know how you can make this work for you too. Let's start with these three main questions. How high is your space? What is it made of? And how much floor space do you have? My aerial room now is 3.2 meter high, and I still hit the ceiling sometimes. It's really never enough. But here's the truth. I trained in a 2.6 meter space in 5 years, which some people thought is laughably low. But this is where I built my foundation, on hammock, on hoop, on silks, learning how to spin, and also how to control my body in the air. I actually thought I was terrible at spinning until I go train in a normal studio where we have high ceilings. Suddenly I just have so much power. It turns out when the rake point is closer to your body, it takes a lot more strength to stay in center. But the good thing about training in low ceiling is that the floor is also closer to you, which helps to build confidence before you go climb all the way. For a home studio, of course it's great if you can have at least 3 meters, but if all you have right now is 2.3 to 2.6 meters, like a normal apartment to start with, I still believe it is worth it to start training. Having access to your own space where you feel powerful and train whenever, however you want, that is life-changing. Don't underestimate what you can do even in low ceilings. All these outdoor adventures that I have, I wouldn't have been able to go there if I didn't have my own set to practice. But the most important limiting factor isn't height, it's safety. That brings us to question 2. What is your ceiling made of? If you're renting right now and looking to move in the future and have your own aerial space at home, pick concrete building next. You drill, you install the expansion bolts and the ceiling mounts, and you're done. When installed properly, it's rock solid and stuck in the ceiling. When I moved out of my rental, I needed to remove them, and the only way for me to do it was to saw it off and seal it. If concrete ceiling is not what you have now, you probably either have drywall or wood. That is where I am right now, and we cannot directly install anything on wood. The rake point needs to hold at least 2 tons of weight, and that is the industry standard for aerial dance. My house was built in 1890s with wood structure inside and brick on the outside. To make my aerial room safe, I have hidden a steel beam in between the ceilings, and we weld 3 rake points onto it. We also built an extra wall for support and built a new ceiling cover it. It took about 10 months of construction to make this beautiful room, and I know that level of renovation is not realistic for most people. Honestly, if you want to move to Harlem, I already built this house. You can just buy it from me, and that solves your problem. If moving or renovating is not something that you can do in the near future, and you really can't wait to start aerial and get stronger and work on your body, then you might want to consider invest in a freestanding rig. This is why you see many aerialists with a house usually have a freestanding rig in their backyard with the sky as their limit. In a few weeks, I'm getting a smaller 4 meters one from Italy. I plan to travel with it and make some nice videos and pictures. Smaller ones are easier to set up, lighter to transport, and you can even use them indoor if you have the space for it. Which brings us to question number 3. How much floor space do you really need for aerial dance? Assuming that you want to spin with aerial hoop and aerial hammock, you need about 4 meters in diameter. Why it matters is you just don't want to be spending time and energy worrying about avoiding furniture or walls while you're doing amazing move in the air. During my renovation, the very first thing that I drew on the floor plan was this rake point that says 2 tens or more, and I put the 4 meter circle around it before I planned the wall, the stairs, the bathrooms, and everything. From the center point, I also have 2 extra points that is 50 centimeters away from it. That means that these points are closer to the wall. These extra points only works for hammocks or gym rings, anything that doesn't spin, so I can really pay attention how close I am to the wall. I can even kick myself away from it. For everything, the center points works perfectly for me. I'm 5'7". If you're taller, you might want to give yourself more space. If you're shorter, you can also get away with less space. So can your ceiling work for aerial? Here are the 3 questions we discussed and the answers. If you have these, The next step is to figure out how to actually install it safely. For concrete, search for someone who has experience with structural concrete work. For wood or drywalls or any structure you're uncertain about, hire a structural engineer to design a solution that works for your space. When I first bought this house, I knew I need to build an area room in a wooden structure, and I spent a month or two reaching out to architects, builders, structural engineers in my area to find the right people for my team. I can't really tell you how much to budget or who do you need to hire, because that really depending on what's available in your area. Not everyone can help me, but in the end, all these conversations help me to understand what I really need to do. Now that you have ideas to set up your space, let's talk about fabric and gear. What is the difference between aerial hammock, aerial sling, aerial silks, and what do you really need? Hammock is rigged at 2 points, so it creates this loop. It is what I start with because it's the easiest to start with, you feel much safer. Sling is the same as hammock, but is rigged at 1 point instead of 2 point, so that allows you to spin. Same fabric, just different rigging. But for silks, while it's the same fabric, it needs to be much longer. It hangs from 1 point with 2 tails coming down. It is much harder because you need to know how to hold your body weight with just your grip. I wasn't a big fan at first because it's really hard and scary.
I'm scared to let go.
Let go and yes.
If you don't know where to start, it's real simple. Just start with a set of hammock, so that you can learn how to grip the fabric without sliding, and also all the basic moves that prepare you for all the fun aerial challenges. I'll show you what a set is like. This hammock set comes with a 6-meter fabric. Look at these gold loops. I love them more for fabric than carabiners. Shiny new carabiners with auto lock. Let me put it up, stretch it out, and ready to play. The hammock can be at any height, just make sure you can safely invert without your head touching the floor. Let's turn it into sling so I can spin. This set that I have comes with a swivel, and here's how I add the swivel and make this hammock into a sling. The same hammock right at hip height. Still got space to invert. This hammock is at a perfect length now, but I also want some space under the hammock. That's why I have different sets. This one is 5 meter, it's right below my shoulders. Now my legs has room to spin and stretch under the hammock. So with all these hammock, I built a little room to keep them. I used to hang my silks on a coat hanger and also on a pegboard, but I don't want messy silks anymore. That's why I ordered these stackable boxes from Amazon, and I tried different sizes, and these are perfect for anything under 12 meters. After everything that I've learned, if I would restart from the beginning to build my aerial home gym, I would start with these 4 items. Grab a hammock set, you have all the gear, different level of resistant bands, essential for conditioning. Ankle weights are my favorite. Also, a set of small weights, highly essential for building upper body strength. And 2 yoga blocks, super handy in all the exercises that you'll need to gain strength and flexibility. With just these 4 items, you can build serious aerial strength at home. After I built my aerial gym, I never joined a real gym again. It's really a small investment compared to 6 years of gym subscription, and you will gain a killer aerial body too. This house I'm in right now is really my aerial dream home. I've been loving flying here, really using all of my apparatus and have space to try different things, but I'm planning to be moving and leaving very soon. If you want to hear more where I will bring my aerial journey next, just hit subscribe so you'll get an update. Promise me that you will be safe. Aerial is a dangerous activity. Do not install anything if you're not sure about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next workout video. Bye!